Welcome, friends, to Marco's Vlog, Part 2. Well, Vlog 2, then. Before I start this video, I'd like to preface this with a major apology to the girl whose glasses I stepped on the airport. You know who you are. I'm not naming names in my videos, but I still feel so bad about it. Well, that's what you get. That's what I guess I get for having big feet. Anyway, the subject. Today's rant, or rantish complaint video, I'll begin with complaining with ladies' clothing appendix. Why? That's not a good way to start this. I don't entirely understand swimsuits either. I really don't. Like, hey, nice. That looks great, but I don't know. I also don't entirely understand why ladies' shorts are 58 bajillion feet shorter than men's shorts. I mean, it's probably so, hey, look, this is a leg, but still, when you're cold, they should make longer shorts. Well, longer shorts, that's kind of an oxymoron. I think they call those pants around here. But, still, let me just demonstrate. The average male's short goes down to, like, here-ish. Yes, you know, maybe here, down to above your knees, maybe lower. My typical shorts. Girl shorts go to here. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's not entirely ridiculous, but it's still almost just like I couldn't do it. I could never do that. It'd be so chilly all the time. I doubt I could stand it. But you do. You must be much stronger than me. Anyway, the real subject is travel with the school. Now, recently I traveled to Disney World with the band and chorus. I just went with band. Played in concert, messed up a little bit. But that was okay. That's not what I'm complaining about. But, like, travel in general is always such a hassle. Especially with a group like this. And I can see why, because there's so much of us. But, like, first of all, airport security. Man, airport security just bugs me. Like, I understand, yes, you have to secure the plane, you have to make everybody safe, but you have to be, why do you have to be so random airport security? Like, some people get this pre-check option, which lets you go much faster. You don't have to take off your shoes or your belt or anything. You can leave your laptop in your bag, but you have to be in the right lane. If you don't know what the lane is, you ain't getting pre-check. And then, even when you're going through the regular line, some people, instead of going through the spinny, windy thing that checks your whole body, get to just go through the metal detector. What? And then there are some people, like, they pull around, hey, we're going to take this old lady in a wheelchair and pat her down. I didn't see this happen. It was in a news story, but, like, what? Why would you think that an old lady who can't even get up is harboring an explosive or something? It's just silly. I mean, plus the ban on liquids. Like, okay, yes, you can have a chemical weapon in there, but you can still have 3 ounces of a chemical weapon and make it blow up. I don't entirely understand the reasoning that's, oh, if we have less than 3 ounces, it won't make a big. Sure, but you can still kill people. Like, what? What? Airport security, come on, pull it together. And then, of course, there's the traveling in large groups bit. We had it really lucky. Like, we checked in the morning, we checked in the middle of the day, we checked in at the end of the day. That's really nice, and we had to move in groups of 3 or more. That's really, really unrestricted for a school group, and that's fine. But then, walking to Disney, I saw other schools there, because there were other schools there for this band thing that we went to. Some of them were in just huge clumps with, like, an adult in front, adult behind, 2 adults on the side, all like, keep together, keep together. Now, a couple of these schools were foreign schools, which makes sense, because if you're a foreigner in America, and everybody's like, what you doing? You don't speak English, get home, you talk America, or anything like that. It's really hard to find your way around Disney, but if you're an American school group in America, and you're sufficient, if you're like in high school or upper middle school, and you're kept in a small group, that's just wrong. I mean, we have capabilities too, you know. Then that was really all I wanted to complain about. But I did also want to say that I had a wonderful time at Disney. Also, right, Valentine's Day has come and gone, and here I am. I'm like a seagull. I'm Bayless. No, that was terrible. But you know, that's alright. Anyway, how was everybody's Valentine's Day? Leave me a message in the comments saying if you have secured yourself and a significant other or whatnot. But I really had a great time. Like, I got to see 2 new parks, which I had never been to before, which was Downtown Disney, which was meh. Sorry, Disney. Downtown could be better. And Hollywood Studios, which was cool. They have the Tower of Terror there. I don't know if any of you have been on it, but like, it's like Scream, but it's inside a building based off the Twilight Zone, and you don't have anything to hang on to. So when you're dropping, your hands are like, what do I hold on to? I'm falling, and then they don't find anything. And you're just like, you kind of thrash around a little bit. Pretty cool. And then my seatmates, their bags, there was no holding area for their bags, so they were not secured. And then when the car dropped, their bags went floating up in the air, and they had to grab them and pull them back down to their seats before they floated off into space. That was cool. I have an Aerosmith ride too. I mean, Aerosmith is not a band I've ever really given much thought to, but the ride was really fast. It was like Space Mountain, but a little bit faster. Not quite as much tight turns. Like, if you've ever been on Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom, they have that part where you know, and that didn't happen in Aerosmith, which was fine. It was just a different experience, but it was also inside. And then they have the Great Movie Ride, which sounds hideously boring, but it was actually really cool because it's a slow car. Think of It's a Small World without the water, taking you through different areas. But each area, rather than being "It's a small world after all, it's a small world after all," is a representation of a general area of moviness. Like, there's you know, Chicago, like a slum area of Chicago, say the gangster movies film noir. There's like some there's a temple area, i.e. Indiana Jones. There's a there's a spaceship area reminiscent of Alien, like with it all falling apart. And what was really cool about that is we had a guide, and the guide took us to the first areas. And then in the Chicago area, this other actor dressed as a gangster came and evicted the original guide, and then took the car to a few more areas. And then in the temple area, he gets killed by a trap, and the original guide takes over the car again, which I thought was a nice trick. Of course, the Magic Kingdom had terrible wait, but other than that, we were really good for wait times. It was nice. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you think this one could have been better, any suggestions to complain about for my next one, in the comments again. Tell me how your weekend was, how your Valentine's Day went, if we have any homework, and have a nice day.